Do you want more spin from Rafa Nadal and a tumble dryer?
Yeah.
Yeah, then this is the video for you.
We are going to give you key concepts to transform your topspin and elevate your tennis game. If you like content that doesn't actually help your tennis, turn off now.
Try one of the other channels.
Yeah.
Those jabronis.
If you want something that's actually going to improve your tennis, stay tuned.
So how do we generate more spin? That's what we're going to talk through today. However, we are going to be using some concepts and some terms you may not have heard before. At PH Tennis, we like to try things differently. We explore, we question, we push the boundaries, if you will, of modern coaching and coaching concepts. So there'll be some stuff here you haven't heard before. We are very, very confident that this works.
We know that this works.
Yeah.
We've tried this on players of all abilities and it works. This is different. This has been developed over years and years of study with players in a classroom, on the court, and it is uniquely our own. It may seem simple, and in a sense it is, but better than simple, it is efficient. In the most time efficient way, these concepts will improve your tennis. So stay tuned if you want to get better at tennis.
And it has been described as a cheat code for tennis. But as far as we're concerned, that just means it's really good, quick, efficient coaching.
We're not going to mess you about and make you wait. We're going to go straight in with our #1 concept for creating more topspin. Ben, tell me about trajectory.
Essentially the most important concept in tennis for us especially, and that is trajectory. Now, trajectory, we are talking about the incoming ball. As the ball's arriving, what is it doing? What is the trajectory of that incoming ball?
Exactly. Every single ball that comes into you comes over the net, it bounces, it then rises, it peaks, and then it starts to fall.
And what we are saying is if you want as much topspin as possible, you're going to get more if the ball is falling.
Think about Rafa.
Exactly. Think about Rafa. What do they say at the Rafa Academy?
They say let every single ball drop, and if you're not fit enough to do that, get fitter.
The reason they want the ball to drop is because as the ball is falling, you can get your racket underneath. It keeps the racket and the ball in line, which creates a longer, more consistent hit zone. This then enables you to whip, rip, brush, roll, whatever topspin sensation you're choosing to use, back up past the ball, and it is that moment of the racket and the ball meeting for longer in a very, very steep trajectory that creates as much spin as possible.
So you can create topspin off a rising ball, off a flat ball, but if you want maximum, let it drop. Should we have a look?
Yeah, let's give it a try, shall we? Do you want to have a go?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so I'm going to feed Joe some balls, and what you're going to see, the difference, he's going to let the ball drop. So you notice his court position, he's quite deep back there. So a nice, easy forehand's going to roll it over. He's going to let that ball drop. He's going to hit it straight at the cameraman. All right, every single time, nice and easy, letting it come off the peak so he can brush straight back up. Now, if Joe steps in a little bit, he can still try and play with spin, but as that ball is at its peak, you're going to notice just a flatter, even if he can come through, so it's definitely much flatter, much lower, and like we said, there's nothing wrong with it. There is definitely still topspin on that ball, but just not as much as possible, and that's what this is all about, getting as much spin as possible. So Joseph, drop back even further for me, let that ball really drop into the racket. I'm going to give him really steep incoming ball, and now we can come back up past that ball with as much topspin as he would like. Excellent, good work.
So the second key concept to transform your topspin is sensations. Now, Ben has mentioned these sensations, but what we mean by that is the feeling you have when you strike the tennis ball.
Yes, and notice that Joe uses the word strike there. Now, this is really, really important. You may choose to hit a tennis ball, but if you want as much topspin as possible, we suggest you don't hit it. Instead, you choose a topspin sensation. And there are lots to choose from.
Yes, absolutely.
Ultimately, it is a personal preference. And like I said, you might choose to rip or whip or roll or brush. But the idea is you are trying to create a feeling through the strings, through the racket, through your hands that feels like it's going to create topspin. So hitting doesn't have any element of a glance. Obviously with topspin, you're not coming through the ball, you're coming over or around. So you'd want a sensation that hasn't got through encoded into it, or hit or hard encoded into it. You want something with a bit of glance, a bit of speed, essentially a non-solid contact.
Yes, exactly.
What's happening deep inside your brain, we don't need to go into the science too much, but your cerebellum, your movement center, understands what these words are. It knows what these are. You've done these movements and you've used these sensations hundreds of times. So we're just trying to essentially hack your brain, shortcut through all the tennis you might have been told before and all the confusion rattling around in there. Just pick a topspin sensation and give it a try.
Essentially, stop thinking, start feeling.
And definitely don't hit a tennis ball unless you're trying to create maximum speed.
Yes, hit has an implied force. Hit is a hit. A softer hit, a harder hit, all just muddies the water.
Yeah, let's go. So I'll give it a try, shall I?
Yeah, let's do it.
So I'll cover the racket, you can feed. I'm going to show you a whole load of beautiful topspin sensations. Here we go. So I'm going to let this ball drop, obviously, and I'm going to start with some nice, easy rolls, getting my racket under the ball and just rolling up very quickly. Going to become known as a moon baller or a hacker if I keep playing like this. So if I want to change it up and start hitting, straight away things start getting very confusing because my brain doesn't know if I'm trying to go through the ball or if I'm trying to go up the ball. So I'm kind of got a blend of both, and you'll notice I've missed all of these last 5 or 6. So if I now go back to, let's say, a rip, straight away, my body now knows exactly what's expected. I'm going to get underneath and rip my racket up the ball. This is very hard work, but it's all part of the fun, right? One more rip. Cool, there we have it. So, rolling for a nice, easy, casual ball. Hitting with spin, didn't work at all. Let that ball drop, rip up, maximum spin. Happy days, love tennis, really fun. Everyone's a winner.
There you have it. That is how you transform your topspin in 2 simple steps.
Very simple steps.
Yes.
Worryingly simple, you may be thinking.
Yeah.
Don't worry though, trust us, that's all you need.
Yeah. Boy, does it work.
Yeah, and the important thing is it works instantly for everyone.
Yeah.
So you don't need to spend hours and hours and hours refining your game. Just change the situation, let the ball drop, and pick a new sensation. Probably rip or whip or whatever else you want to go for.
Yeah.
Racket's got to start below the ball.
Obviously.
Yeah. Ball's got to leave the strings going up.
Yeah. You can generate power from your legs. All these sort of classic tips that coaches over the years will have given you. But if you go for these 2 concepts, you will see a massive improvement in your game.
You certainly will.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about, right?
And that's what we're all about.
Yeah.
We're going to give you the best string reviews, the best racket reviews. We're going to give you the most efficient, refined, top-class coaching content in the world.
Cool. I don't oversell it.
No, I'm not overselling it. That is the stuff. If you want to know more about our concept of trajectory and sensations, then come and find us. You can find us in person, you can find us online, but come to us and find out more so you can really elevate your game.
So if you like top level coaching as well as insightful, honest equipment reviews, please do subscribe right down there because we have got you covered.
A 360-degree view of tennis for you.